Hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Chef Carl from Cooking and Grilling with Carl. And in this video, I'm making for you a delicious fish and shrimp dinner recipe right after this. Alright, for the ingredients, I'm using a whitefish swai. I'm also using peeled and deveined shrimp, unsalted butter, sliced mushrooms. I'm using a smoked salmon dip from ALDI, crushed garlic, diced onions, diced tomatoes, heavy cream, cooking oil, Cajun spice, dry parsley, spinach, white wine, salt and pepper, and lemon. Alright, the first thing you want to do is also, I didn't add flour to that ingredients list, but you're going to need some all-purpose flour, and then you're going to season that with Cajun spice and salt and pepper. Once your flour mixture is all seasoned, you're just going to mix it all up evenly. Alright, into a hot pan, you're going to start putting your cooking oil. And you're going to put about 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And then now you're going to dredge your fish, and you're going to dredge your shrimp. And once they're all nice and dredged, right into the pan. And you're just going to give it a nice little golden brown crust on both sides. Alright, now you just want to flip your fish. Be careful not to break it. But as you can see, you got that nice golden brown crust. So what you see me doing now, I'm just taking the fish out and I'm putting it on a baking sheet, and I'm just going to finish it in the oven at about 350 degrees. Alright, my fish is all cooked, so it's going into a 350 degree preheated oven, and now I'm going in with my shrimp. And make sure you bring your pan back up to temperature before you put the oil in it, so you can still continue to get that nice crust on your shrimp. Try not to overcrowd your pan when you're cooking the shrimp, and also, after dredging your shrimp, make sure you get rid of some of the excess flour so it doesn't cake up in your pan and cause like a roux or something like that. shrimp are all cooked and golden brown, so I'm just going to sit them to the side. Alright, so I put another pan on the stove, and into that preheated pan with oil, I'm adding some chopped garlic, my sliced mushrooms. In the other pan, I added a little bit of oil, and then I put in some diced onions. And into the pan with the diced onions, I'm also going to go with some chopped garlic. So now I'm just sauteing up the mushrooms. And now I'm going in with my spinach. And you just want to make sure you continue to saute your onions and garlic so they don't burn. So you're just looking for the onions to get translucent and the garlic to start smelling the aroma of the garlic. Right here, I'm just moving my spinach around, so make sure that all the leaves, get cooked and hit the pan. All right. And so for my the pan on the left with the onions and garlic, I'm going in with some white wine. Continuing to saute my spinach. And with your spinach, you just want to cook it down. You want to keep the color. You don't want it to start getting brown. You don't want it to, you're just looking to kind of wilt it. All right here I'm adding a little bit of salt. Adding some fresh cracked black pepper. And what you see here now is pretty much what you want. So that's pretty much all set. So I'm just removing that from the heat. And now I'm going to finish up my sauce. So into the saucepan, I'm going in with some heavy cream. Adding some Cajun spice. And here I'm adding my smoked salmon dip. And the reason I'm using this was something I had used for I was going to use for something else. But I decided to put it in there to use it as something to give it more flavor and to also thicken up the sauce. So you don't have to do this. You can just continue to reduce down your heavy cream and that'll give it the thickness that you want, especially once you put in your cold butter, as you're going to see me do later. But with the heavy cream, you're not going to need to do a roux or any type of cornstarch to thicken it up. As long as you just let it continue to cook, it'll thicken up on its own. Right here, I'm just adding some fresh squeezed lemon. Right here, I'm just adding some dry parsley. And then you just want to stir everything and make sure everything is mixed really good. Alright, so I just went in with my cold butter. I'm adding just a little bit more Cajun spice to give it a little bit more of a kick. And now you just want to make sure you whisk in that butter. Alright, so here you see it's pretty much kind of reduced by like a third, and that's what you're looking for. So as long as you just let it stay on the stove, as long as you don't let it bubble over or anything like that, because that happens sometime, and stir every now and then, your sauce is going to end up thickening it up. But because I put that salmon spread in there to help it thicken up even faster, and that salmon spread added flavor. So if you have an ALDI anywhere around you, if you can get there and you find a salmon spread, or they also have a crab spread as well. That's really good. All right, so right here I'm just doing a plate up for y'all. And that's mashed potatoes that I put on the plate. All right, so here I'm just going with a piece of fish, going with my shrimp. So I'm going right on top with my sauce. And trust me when I tell you, this sauce, this sauce was blazing. So if you make it the way I make it with the smoked salmon spread, if you can get to an ALDI and get it, it's going to be delicious. Either way, even if you don't use it, it's going to be delicious. And right here, I'm just going on top with my wilted spinach, just to give the nice green color on top with the diced tomatoes. As you can see, I'm going in with some small diced tomatoes. And just finishing it off with some chopped parsley, some fresh chopped parsley. And boom, there you go. All right, a fish and shrimp dinner recipe for you to try. All right, so once again, thanks for coming to the channel and checking out another one of my videos. This is Cooking and Grilling with Carl. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and also give a thumbs up. Also, check me out on Facebook. My Facebook group is Cooking and Grilling with Carl. I also just started a new page called Chef Carl Robinson Sr. You can check me out there, and also check me out on Instagram at Cooking and Grilling with Carl. On that note, I say go forth in victory. Definitely keep coming back if you want to see more recipes. And I thank you for supporting the channel. God bless. Peace.